Almost the holidays and I'm feeling festive, so I'm poking around showing you little bits of things that my wife has up at the house. I've got this nice golden apple tree, got some pretty, well, you can't see them very well, pretty bows in the lamp here, and we are playing turn 6 of Darkest Night. So I'm going to keep going right along with the action. Last round, or last turn, we had our poor Scholar continuing to be chased by the evil Necromancer who will not leave him be. It's pretty rough, but we're going to make sure that the Scholar gets back to the monastery and prays and spend some time there doing what he needs to do. All that said, we're going to continue on with our path the way we've been doing things. Just start right away with the Druid for turn 6. So let's move to the Druid's turn. Okay, Druid, he is here. He's still in his wolf form. He still has his companion. All his cards are up and running, which is good. And the first thing we're going to do for him is draw his event. Patrols. And you know, he has an ability to exhaust. He can exhaust it to get rid of an event card with no effect. But since the secrecy track is only at 5, we're only going to deal with the first one. And he can elude that. These guys with a 4. Unfortunately, there is a -1 to elude there, and he's got 2 dice, so he'd only have 1 dice to do that. Does he want? No, he's got 2 dice because in his wolf form he does get another dice to elude. So he's going to roll 2 dice to try and elude these guys. He did not succeed, so he's going to take another grace. That puts him down to 3, and that will take care of his card. By the way, I like these cards. I know that some people say the stock isn't, you know, victory points. The game plays the thing, and I agree they have great games, and their product, but their improvements to their products this past year with their boxed editions and everything has been pretty outstanding. You know, I show you these tokens, these for instance, the blight tokens, and the character counters are so thick, and they're laser cut, so the box comes with a neat napkin that helps you get the burn edges off your fingers, the burn dust or whatever you call soot from the cutting. Anyway, sidetrack there. We are going back to the village where our Wayfarer and Druid are doing battle with the evil that's taking place there. Now, I think we're going to fight again and try and kill this Revenant, because if we do that, the other 2 are easier to deal with, and we don't have to actually fight anything while we're there. So let's do this. Okay, we are going to use his animal companion. It's going to give him 2 fight dice plus 1 fight dice to take that thing. So he would normally have 3, but again, because of these other blights, in this case the Unholy Aura, he's going to only have 2 dice. He did good. He rolled a 6, and he did defeat the Revenant here. Now that's going to defeat that guy, but it's also going to knock his grace down to 3, or sorry, his secrecy down to 3, because he fought the blight there. But that is going to end his turn. Pretty quick turns, right? Anyway, we're going to move on to our wayward Scholar who is being doggedly chased by the Necromancer. I thought about this, and the Scholar has a 4 secrecy, but he's got 2 grace. He can still take 1 more hit, and this is a good place to search. Now, wait, maybe not. I forget what the Evil Presence does. Let's see. Oh, it's -1 to eluding. So, yeah, you know, I think we're going to do a search there and see. He doesn't have any specific dice to roll. He's only going to get to roll 1 die. The only other thing he can really do at this point is just run away. You know, I've thought about sending him back to the monastery to pray, which would gain him a grace and allow him to refresh powers, of which he's used 1 at this point. But he could use some additional powers, and the search items here are keys and primarily keys and treasure chests. So I think we're going to take a chance here. And hey, gotta get okay. Where is he? There we go. Yeah, he did it. He succeeded in a search. So we're going to draw a map card. And let's see, where are we? We were in the forest, right? So he got another key. Not exactly what I was hoping for. I was hoping to get him some more powers, but I'll take the key, which I will get out of the bag and put on his character. That'll give him 2, by the way, because he's got 1 now. That leaves him 1 away from opening a chest hopefully the Necromancer won't spot him and will leave this turn. So now we're going to end. You know what I didn't do? me and my lack of events. Okay, there. Okay. Compared to the shadow track is at a 5, so we're going to be in that 6 plus. 0 to 3. Whoa, this actually is worse if the shadow track is. Holy moly. Okay, well, I think he's going to elude. He's got his foresight, but it's going to give him one less die there, so he's going to have to roll again to see. Okay, there, he rolled a 5. He did actually elude these guys. That's pretty good. The reason I rolled twice is I dropped it and it caught it as it was falling to the floor, so I wasn't trying to cheat. But he rolled and succeeded, and then we'll just keep his roll for his treasure, and he got a chest, a key there. So I'm going to add that to a sheet. We're going to end his turn. That'll be the end of that. Moving on to the monk. Here we are with our faithful monk, who was doing a great job at defeating creatures up here in the swamp. He's going to have to do so again up here. I think we're going to take out these lovely little skeletons that are there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so he does have this. It is back. The darkness track is back to being on an odd number, which gives him his ability to fight with 3 dice instead of 2, or instead of 1 actually. So that's pretty good. And he still has his clarity bonus, so he can. That's for searching, which we'll probably get to next turn. But this turn we're going to try and get a 4 on 3 dice, and take out this bad guy here. Man, I've knocked that secrecy track. Okay, I know he was at a 5. Okay, have to rewind to see where he was on secrecy. I think he was on a 5. Anyway, he rolled a 5, 4, and a 2, and he beat the skeletons that are there. So we're going to remove them, and he has defeated it. Now he is going to lose a secrecy, so I think he's actually now at 4 for tackling those skellies. And that's going to be the end of his turn. So that's it for him. Now we'll move on to the Wayfarer. Wayfarers right now in the village, and there's still 2 blights there, but I do believe that we're going to leave those to the druid, and the Wayfarer is actually going to do something a little different. If he travels, he gets to reactivate that ability, and so I think for his turn, we're going, since the immediate threat of this going to 4 is now gone, he's going to move, and I think he's going to move up to the castle up here. So there, he's moved to the castle, and that's going to reactivate his from the blue power. Pretty sweet. I like that power. And it gives him, when he can deactivate it to get +2 fight dice. Pretty sweet stuff. So that's going to end his turn, actually. Not much of a turn for him, but next turn he will be able to do a search up at the castle, and hopefully he'll find something, because a cache would be ideal for him right now. He could use some additional abilities to go along with what he has, and he's actually doing pretty darn well. But his secrecy, I can't increase his secrecy for travel. The maximum is 5, so he's just doing solid. We're going to flip this over, and that's going to be the next. Remember, Wayfarer is one of the expansion characters, so maybe he's a little more powerful than us. I don't know, but I do like the way he's working out. Could just be luck. Anyway, we're going to stop there and move to the Necromancer turn for, let me see, this will be turn 6. Yeah, anyway, let's keep going. Thanks. Move the shadow track to 6 now. Starting to get a little worried about that. We got to take some pretty serious actions. I only have the scholar close to getting a relic, but now it is the Necromancer's turn. So let's see. Let's hope that he doesn't spot our poor scholar there. And he didn't. I rolled a 1. Nice. Okay, so where does 1 take him? Oh, great. 1's going to take him back to the village. Okay, where we will draw a map card and look at the village here. We drew vampires. So another creature has come to beset the village. And here are the vampires, ugly guys, and here is their stats. They need a 6 to defeat, and in a fight they roll 4 strength and have a 4, yeah, that thing. Okay, well, alright guys, that is going to be the Necromancer's turn. Now we're going to, I think we're moving on to turn 7, so this is going pretty quickly. Thanks. Now, appreciate you watching. We're going to continue on, and I'm going to try and get a bunch of these done. I'm going to try and get this entire playthrough done before Christmas. We're well on our way, so it's going pretty well. I'm going to keep on going one turn at a time. Thanks, and see you soon.